All right, good morning team. We are here on day 2 of the NFC tournament here in Christchurch. The 11 o'clock game kicking off shortly with Auckland versus North Harbour. Auckland will be taking the field first with Harbour batting this morning.
This is nice. It's a gummy thing. I'll eat this all day.
And taking the field for the Auckland team, we have, with the ball on the mound, Jack Beesgrove. He'll be pitching to Max Early behind the dish. At first base, we have Thomas Inoka. At second, Reese Evans. At third, Campbell Inoka. At shortstop, we've got Brock Evans. Playing out at left field, Oscar Clark. In the centre, Ryan Early. And out at right field, Floyd Nola. We've got a DP in Trey Wildeboer and a DR on the bench, Shiloh Rice. Coming to the batter's box first for North Harbour will be Caleb Rona. On deck, Brock Atwell, and at the gate, Hohepa Monk.
But he buried you. Yeah.
Starting the game, we've got 101 on the batter here, Caleb Rona. It's a good cut there by Caleb, bringing the count to 2 strikes, 1 ball. And with that rise ball, we've moved to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And with a great cut, Jack gets the strikeout. First batter up. In the box now we have Brock Atwell. It's a good cut for a foul ball here, bringing the count to 2 strikes. And with the next 3 pitches, just putting them out of the zone, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And it's a called strike at the plate to go 2 down for Auckland. Coming up to the plate now, we have Hohepa Monk. It was called a swing. 1 strike at the plate. And that was a ball just slightly higher out of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a beautiful change up right up the middle, bringing the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a called strike brings the innings to an end. 3 up, 3 down for Auckland. And coming out to field for North Harbour, we have Dallas Amai-Tutu at the mound with the ball. He will be pitching to Matt Oxley behind the dish. At first base, we have Ethan Shannon. At second, we have Hun Davies. At third, we have Josh Kingy. At shortstop, we have Caleb Rona. Out at left field, we have Brock Atwell. Playing at centre, Levi Wilson. And over at right field, Hohepa Monk. And up to bat for Auckland, we'll have Oscar Clark coming into the box, Brock Evans on deck, and Thomas Inoka at the gate. And here we go with Oscar Clark in the box.
Come on, doubles first.
And a good first up pitch by Dallas, fouling off by the Oscar to bring the count 1 strike. And a nice low pitch in there by Dallas. Oscar fouling off again. Count is at 2 strikes. And a great hit out to the centre fielder. Levi Wilson taking the catch. Bringing it 1 down. In the box now, Brock Evans on deck, Thomas Inoka. And we've had 2 pitches just on the outside there called balls. Count is 2 balls, no strikes. It's a nice looking strike right on the outside of the plate. And count to 2 balls, 1 strike. And there's a slight bit of bat into the catcher's glove there. Called strike, 2 strikes, 2 balls.
Come on, Brock! Come on, Brock! And a gorgeous hit
out into the outfield, out at number 7. Bringing Brock Evans a double to be at 2.
Happy birthday, Tommy.
Happy birthday, Thomas.
It's his birthday. Thomas.
This brings Thomas and Oka up to the plate, and just being told it's Thomas's birthday today. Happy birthday, Thomas. Called a strike on the inside, 1-1. And that is an automatic, straight out over the fence by the birthday boy Thomas Inoka, bringing in 2 safe runs for Auckland.
Nice, Tommy.
You're not supposed to give yourself birthday presents.
Oh, yes, he is.
And that brings the score to 2-0 to Auckland, 1 down to North Harbour. In the box now we have Campbell and Oka. On deck we have pitcher Jack Beesgrove. Good cut on the low ball there. Strike 1. And another great cut here by Campbell and Oka. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a nice safe hit into the hole between 6 and 7. Leaves Campbell safe at 1. Campbell gives way to the DR coming in to run for him, Shiloh Rice. In the box now we have Jack Beesgrove, and on deck we have Reese Evans. Still 1 down. It's a ball on the outside, ball 1. Just missing on the outside of the plate there, ball 2. perfect strike there for Dallas. We've got 3 balls, 1 strike. Another one for Auckland. Jack Beesgrove puts it straight over the fence out to centre field. That brings in DR Shiloh Rice and himself, Jack Beesgrove, bringing the score to 4-0 to Auckland. 1 down to Harbour. Harbour need to start again here now with Reese Evans up to bat and Ryan Early on deck. And a high rise taken wonderfully by the catcher there to give us 1 ball. It was called a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. A nice strike on the outside of the plate there. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Reese Evans clears the fence again. Comes in at home. Brings the score to 5-0 to Auckland. 1 down to Harbour.
Some things have a look. This is Maxie. You know, it normally doesn't have signature. Is this Max or is this Ryan? This is Ryan Early. Ryan. I will double check this one.
In the box here we have Ryan Early.
Is it signature? Yes, I've got signature. Yeah, I'll just check that.
And a good cut on the outside change up to bring it to 1 ball, 1 strike. And a good hard hit by Ryan straight to the shortstop, who makes a fantastic play to 1, bringing it 2 down to Harbour. And in the box now, taking the first pitch. Ball, Trey Wildeborn. And And a beautiful strike down in the low zone there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch inside. Called a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yes, I do. Cheers. Jesus Christ.
We just won against Canterbury.
If it's just been Canterbury.
And a good hard cut there by Trey brings the count to 2-2. And a good cut sends the ball foul, keeping the count at 2-2.
Is there one our first season?
And Trey sends one over the fence, out over centre field. Coming around to score Auckland's 6th run. Scores 6-0 to Auckland. Bottom of the first. Harbour have 2 down.
He hit the court either way.
I don't think it matters who's pitching this game. These guys can hit so good. Maybe Liam Clark might hold him down. Including this guy coming up.
In the 10th spot, 31 out, 11 in pitching.
And we have a change here by Harbour. Coming in onto the mound, we have Dylan Fraser-List taking over the pitching duties from Dallas Amaya Tutu.
Kind of quiet.
Coming up to bat will be Floyd Nola. And then we go to back to the top of the order for Auckland. On deck we have Oscar Clark at the gate, Brock Evans. Harbour here looking for 1 more out to retire the innings.
Oh, that's hot. It's making it. What's his stat?
And Dylan starts off well there with a strike on the outside of the plate. That ball drops a little bit low there, brings the count to 1-1 on Floyd. And Floyd takes a swing at that one with a cut going fly out past the dead ball line. Brings the count to 2 strikes, 1 ball.
Jeff, what's the score of that?
on the outside there, brings the count 2-2.
Chinese and hot belly.
And a big cold strike at the plate there. Retires North Harbour from the field. Good start there by Dylan. That brings out Auckland to field. Going into the top of the second, score is 6-0 to Auckland. Up for bat for North Harbour will be Hun Davies. On deck, Ethan Shannon. And at the gate, Nick Lanigan. Lanigan? And here we go. Got Hun Davies facing Jack Beesgrove.
There's no penalty in
First one is high and out of the zone. Second one is strike. Brings the count to 1-1. And a good swing there. Brings the count to 2 strikes. 1 ball. Ball on the outside. Brings the count to 2-2. And grounded out to the pitcher. Jack Beesgrove makes the play at 1. 1 down to Auckland.
He was well now. He's in the middle.
Up to bat now we have Ethan Shannon. Good miss on the zone there by Jack. 1 ball. Rise ball moving out of the zone. It's the count. 2 balls. And a good strike in there. Nice cut. Brings the call to 2 balls or 1 strike. And Ethan takes a hit on the arm, takes the base down to first. Umpires check in that they're okay. And Ethan seems to be okay down there at first, safe at one. Brings Nick Lanigan up to bat. The DP today and batting for the pitcher. A good comeback pitch there by Jack Beesgrove, with Nick fouling back into the fence. Ball on the outside of the plate brings the count to 1-1. A nice strike there brings the count to 2. Two strikes, 1 ball. And a nice swing there by Nick on the change-up. Sends him back to the dugout. Auckland have 2 down, runner on 1. Brings up Josh Kingy to bat. Outside of the plate brings the count to 1 strike. And Josh grounds out to the third baseman, who makes the play at 1, retiring the side. Going into the bottom of the second innings, Auckland are up 6-0. All right, and we are back to the top of the order for Auckland. Oscar Clark steps into the batter's box. Dylan Fraser-List is on the mound. Ball low there, going underneath the catcher's glove. outside brings the count to 1-1.
Tell the boy, you're not your son, your boy.
And dead ball called as Oscar hits the ball straight into his foot. Looked like that hurt. Oscar here taking a couple of seconds to just walk it off. Does a stinger. And we are back in 2 strikes. And a nice rise ball up out of the zone. We're just checking the count here. And we've confirmed the count. 2 strikes, 2 balls. Nice pitch there on the outside for a ball. Gives us a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a hefty cut there by Oscar. Gives North Harbour 1 down. Brings to the plate Brock Evans with Thomas and Noka on deck. And a ground out by Brock Evans to third baseman, making the play at first to give North Harbour 2 down. Brings to the plate Thomas and Noka with Campbell and Noka on deck. A bit low on that by the pitcher, but a lovely catch there by the catcher. And a cut fly out in the foul territory, taken wonderfully by the first baseman Ethan Shannon to retire off the side. Coming up to bat for North Harbour will be Matt Oxley, followed by Levi Wilson on deck, and then back to the top of the order with Caleb Rona at the gate. My apologies earlier, team. My names are written interestingly. So in the 4 spot, playing second base is Hugh Davies. Apologies there. And here we have Matt Oxley facing Jack Beesgrove. And a nice strike on the outside there by Jack. Brings the count, 1 strike. And in the same spot, takes another strike. 2 strikes to the pitcher. And a nice change up there, low in the zone though, brings the count to 2 strikes, 1 ball. And a ball on the outside there, brings the count 2-2. And a good swing at that one, brings up the 3rd strike. It's 1 down to Auckland. Bringing to the plate the centre fielder, Levi Wilson. And a swing at the first one, and he went for that one, brings the count to 2 strikes here on Levi Wilson. And caught looking at the outside of the pitch, strike 3 to Jack Beesgrove, brings it 2 down to Auckland. Bringing up the top of North Harbour's order, Caleb Rona. And a nice floating change up in there for the 1st strike. And again on that pitch, brings the count 2 strikes. Ball called low here, brings the count 2 strikes, 1 ball. Ball on the outside, brings the count to 2-2. Ball on the outside, loads the count here, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Jack lets that one go a little bit high, walking Caleb Rona to first, base on balls. Brings Brock Atwell to the plate with Hohepa Monk on deck. foul, puts it over the fence between 7 and 8. Brings in Caleb Runner and Brock Atwell for 2 runs scored, bringing the score to 6-2 to Auckland. 2 down to Auckland in the field. At the plate now, we have Hohepa Monk. On deck, we have Hugh Davies. Basically dead on time, I think. 11.
Started on time, 11 o'clock.
And a good comeback pitch there by Jack. Strike on the outside. Ball called high there. Ball was called low, 2 balls or 1 strike. And a good cut there by Harbour, sends it a foul. Loading the count there. 2-2. Auckland here looking for their 3rd out. And a beautiful pitch there by Jack. Brings up 3 strikes on Hohepa. Bringing Auckland in, going into the bottom of the 3rd. Alright, Auckland up to bat for Auckland. We will have Campbell Anoka at the plate, Jack Beesgrove on deck, and Reese Evans at the gate. And ball 1 there on Campbell Anoka. And a nice foul cut there by Campbell. Score is 6-2 to Auckland. And another foul there by Campbell. Two strikes. Ball called low, counts 2-2. And then a swing on the low pitch there by Campbell. Brings up one down for North Harbour. Jack Beesgrove in the box. Reese Evans on deck. And at the gate will be Ryan Early. Ball on the outside of the plate there. 1 ball. Apologies for some of the background noise that may be incoming. We've got a bit of construction happening here at Dynasty Ballpark. Hopefully it won't be for too long or too loud. Ball on that outside line. It's a good miss by pitcher Dylan. 2 balls. And a good cut on the high ball there, sends it over the dead ball line foul, so 2 balls, 1 strike. And a nice strike hitting that outside corner there by the pitcher, brings the count 2-2. And a ball on the low outside brings the count to full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And misses the outside corner there to put Jack Beesgrove safe at first. He will be getting a DR, bringing on Shiloh Rice to run. North Harbour have 1 down. Auckland have a runner on first base with Reese Evans up to bat. And Shiloh makes the steal across to second. Safe. Was a great throw there by the catcher Matt Oxley, and a great pickup by the second baseman coming across. Runner is safe on 2. Reese Evans taking the strike. Let runner to move. And Reese Evans takes a hard pitch to the arm there, hit by pitch. Puts him safe down at first base. Umpire just checking in that they're okay. As North Harbour's catcher goes in to have a chat to the pitcher. Up to bat now, we have Ryan Early. Runners on 1 and 2 for Auckland, 1 down for Harbour. And pitcher hits Ryan as well. Takes first base. Loads the bases up here for Auckland. runners on 1, 2 and 3 with Trey all the ball up in the box. Pitcher Dylan will be looking for a good comeback pitch here. 1 down for Harbour, loaded bases. Ball 1. And a ball on the outside brings it to 2 balls. And ball on the inside, good moving in the box there by Trey. Brings up 3 balls. And ball 4 on the outside, moves everyone around, scoring 1 ball. This brings the score to Auckland, 7-2. Still loaded bases, 1 down to Harbour. Coming up to bat now is the bottom of the order in the 9 spot, Floyd Nola. On deck will be top of the order, Oscar Clark. Alright, so here we go again, resetting here with North Harbour. We have got Floyd Nola facing Dylan, the pitcher. And an inside pitch there by Dylan. Makes the count 1 ball. And a good cut in there by Floyd Nola, sorry. 1-1. Bases are loaded here. Auckland score is 7-2 Auckland. Strike there on the inside of the plate. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 down to Harbour. And a ball on the outside there, brings the count to 2-2. And Floyd grounds out to the third baseman. There's a slight fumble there. All the runners advance, bringing one runner safe home. Safe at 1, 2 and 3. Bases still loaded. One down to North Harbour. Brings to the plate, top of the order, Oscar Clark. Scores now 8-2. Nice low and inside pitch there, just a little bit low. Called a ball, 1 ball. Nice drop ball there, bit low. 2 balls. And a nice pitch there by Dylan, bringing the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. And a cut on that low inside one there by Oscar brings the count to 2-2. And a nice cut straight up the third baseline there by Oscar. Scores 2 runners. Puts him safe at first, runner safe at second. Brings Brock Evans to the plate with Thomas Inoka on deck. Makes the score now 10-2 to Auckland. Ball there on the outside. Ball 1. And a nice cut there by Brock. Heads straight to the third baseman who takes the ball on the full, fires it back to 1 to try for the double play. Runner safe at first, runner safe at second, 2 down to Harbour. This brings Thomas Inoka back up to the plate. And a nice strike there by the pitcher. 1 strike. And another nice strike, staying ahead of the count there by the pitcher. Brings the count to 2 strikes. 2 down for Harbour. Runners on 1 and 2 for Auckland. ball in the dirt there with a nice take there by the catcher, stopping it from rolling behind him. Stops the runners from advancing there. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a nice high rise out of the zone here. Brings the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a cut by Thomas gives 3 strikes, retiring North Harbour, bringing Auckland back out to field for the top of the, going into the top of the 4th. Score now is 10-2 to Auckland. Up to bat for North Harbour, we will have Hugh Davies. In the box, Ethan Shannon. And at the gate, Nick Lanigan.
I didn't think I was that bad.
Changes here for Auckland. Top of the 4th, score 10-2 to Auckland.
In the 4th spot, 18 out, 24 in.
Alright, so a change made by North Harbour brings up to bat Cohen Bailey in place here of Hugh Davies. And a ball on the outside there. 1 ball. And another ball on the outside. 2 balls. Pitch there by Jack, puts a strike down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a strike on the outside of the plate, ball, and the count is 2-2. Cole with a nice cut. That one brings up strike 3, 1 down here to Auckland. Up to bat now, we have Ethan Shannon with Nick Lanigan on deck. 1 down. Score is 10-2 to Auckland. And a good cut there by Ethan, sends it foul out left side. Past the dead ball line. Brings the count to 1-1. And ball on the lower side here called by the umpire. Brings the count with a nice cut here to 2-2. And a fly ball out past the foul line. Third baseman takes it in the air, giving Auckland 2 down. Bringing to the plate now, Nick Lanigan. And a strike called on the outside of the plate. 1 strike. And a change up there. Gets the batter looking. 2 strikes here on Nick Lanigan. And way to protect the plate here. Fouls that one off. Still 2 strikes here. On the outside. Gives the count here 2-2. And another ball on the outside. Good looking in the box here by the batter. Fills up the count. And a called strikeout at the plate here for Jack Beesgrove. Retires North Harbour. Going into the bottom of the 4th. Auckland are up to bat. Alright, up to bat for Auckland. We have Campbell and Nuka. On deck, Jack Beesgrove at the gate, Reese Evans. And a nice looking rise ball that rises out of the zone for ball 1. And fouling that off. Brings the count 1-1. And a cut there by Campbell. Brings the count to 2 strikes. 1 ball. And a nice pitch there by Dylan. Gives North Harbour 1 down. Brings to the plate Jack Beesgrove. Low on the outside, brings up 1 ball.
Oh.
2 balls here for the batter.
Come on, Jackie boy!
And a beautiful piece there by Jack Beesgrove, sending it out into the gap between third base and shortstop. Makes him safe at first. The DR, Shiloh Rice, comes out to take over the running duties for Jack. 1 down to Harbour. For Auckland, they've got a runner on 1. Brings to the plate Reese Evans. On deck, we have Ryan Early. And Reese Evans also finds the gap between third base and shortstop, sending it out to the fence on the roll. This came in with the throw coming in as the runner was rounding to 3. Scores the runner with the ball rolling dead. Scores Shiloh in with Reese safe at 3. Scores another run there for Auckland. Score is 11-2. But a bat on that one there by Ryan Early. Called foul ball. 1 strike. Ball a bit on the low side there. Ball 1, strike 1. Ball on the outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ryan has a runner here on 3. Safe at scores. And a good hard cut at that one. Fouls the ball back behind him. Bringing the count to 2-2. Here's a cut, but drop third strike. Makes his way down to first, safe at first. Puts runners on the corners here for Auckland. Bringing up to bat, the DP, Trey Wildball. Ball inside on that one, one ball. And a nice strike on the outside there by pitcher Dylan Fraserless. Brings the count to 1-1. Ball called just up. Brings the count to 2 balls or 1 strike. And a nice cut there by Trey. Brings the count to 2-2. And a nice hit out to 7. Scores the runner at 3.
Thank you.
Bringing the score to 12-2. In the bottom, Auckland are up by 10 runs, bottom of the 4th. That's game 12-2, to Auckland.